Three influential people in my career, starting perhaps with this connection with networking, the networking society, flows, Acton network. I think the most important one was, first of all, in the issue of nature of knowledge, concept construction, was regional college. But then there was a connection because of the importance of what is called the theory of meaningful learning, David Ausubel. There I put a lot of intention in terms of how to analyze the process of meaningful learning. There are several different important concepts that we need to remember. And then after that, more recently, the learning, the creation, and the transformation of concepts, until the present time that I am extremely interested in threshold concepts. This is the issue of more complicated concepts that you have to use in geography education. So far, nobody has written anything about the use of threshold concepts in geography education. There are some other fields in biology, mathematics, and even in geography, but related to GIS, but not geography education, and that's my next step. Now, talking back to these influential people, in the case of David Ausubel, that theory of meaningful learning, I have some information here that is important to remember. When we talk about this process in which new information is related to an existing relevant aspect of an individual's knowledge structure, you go through different concepts in terms of progressive differentiation, integrative reconciliation. So all these processes are very complicated in order to understand how meaningful learning takes place from the rote learning. And that is something extremely important today in geography education, according to my opinion and my interest in terms of being influenced in the field by some people like Ausubel. Because here, in order to understand meaningful learning, you have to really master the use of concepts. And we have a problem in geography education, according to my opinion. And the problem is focused on, or based on, the issue of not being able to really identify the precision of each concept in terms of what you have to communicate back and forth with students or with any person that is working with this particular problem. So here comes another influential person, Novak. Novak is more related to the creation of and usage of knowledge. Concept maps are very important in my work today. So that step forward to analyze concept means that you need to really understand the interconnection of concepts and how these concepts work together. And it's not just about saying, well, I know what is a map, I know what is a space or what is place, but it's more than that. It's about how you make a structure of, and here comes again networking in a different sense. You have a network of concepts that have to create the condition to resolve problems. And in order to resolve problems, here you go to the maximum level of understanding through the threshold concepts. Threshold concept that sometimes is very easy to understand when a doctoral student is in his research or his or her research and is trying to really to come up with something that is very innovative. And in the process of identifying the most important elements and components of that research that he or she is developing, finally he or she identify the issue, even create a new name. And at that moment, when create that threshold concept, it creates a really a kind of euphoria. But at the same time, it creates difficulties for the person in order to transmit that idea to other people, because it's a new idea, it's an innovation to the highest level in terms of the process of using a certain concept. To finish, three important for me people in geography education that in some way are not geography educators, are more psychologists in some other areas of social sciences, but I think very well connected to geography education in a sense.